You think you're making smart, rational financial decisions. But the truth is your brain is making most of those decisions for you without asking permission. And this invisible bias has already cost you money. Today, we're exposing the mental trap that shapes how you spend, save, invest, and even how wealthy you become. Most people believe they're logical with money, but behavioral finance proves the opposite. Your brain cares more about avoiding pain than gaining success. This survival instinct creates a powerful force inside us. Loss aversion, the hidden bias that secretly dominates nearly everything you do with money. What is loss aversion? Loss aversion means losing $100 feels twice as painful than gaining $100 feels good. Your brain hates losses so much, it will often choose the worst financial option just to avoid the feeling of a loss. That's why people hold losing investments too long, sell winning investments too early, avoid opportunities that could make them wealthy, fear change, even if change is better, panic in downturns, and regret decisions, laterals, not stupidity. It's your brain protecting you in the wrong situations. The brain's problemony didn't exist in the ancient world, but danger did. Your brain evolved for survival, not investing. Back then, a loss could mean starvation, a gain just meant another day aliveso. Your brain became hypersensitive to losses, underwhelmed by gains. This worked great for cavemen, but it's a disaster in modern finance, where you see loss aversion every day. You notice it anytime you say, better not risk it, I'll wait until things feel safe, I can't lose what I already have. You avoid starting a business, investing in the market, negotiating a higher salary, switching careers, letting go of falling stocks, not because it's a bad decision, but because it feels risky. Loss aversion confuses uncomfortable with dangerous. The status quo trap. Your brain loves the default option. If you keep things the same, you can't lose anything, right? Examples: staying in a low-paying job, keeping savings in a dead bank account, not investing because markets look scary, avoiding new skills that require a for the price of staying the same is invisible, but it's real. The biggest financial losses in life are often the opportunities we never take. Scarcity makes it worse. If less money you have, the more painful losses feel, the more emotional your decisions become, the more short-term your thinking becomes. This creates a dangerous cycle. Fear of losing, no action, no growth, more fear. It keeps millions of people stuck, not because they lack intelligence, but because their brain is wired for safety over success. Why we hate selling losers. Imagine you bought a stock at $100. Today, it's $60. The smart move might be to sell and move on, but your brain says, no, I can't lose 40%. It will come back. You wait, hoping for redemption, but hope is not a strategy. And the longer you wait, the deeper the hole gets. This is loss aversion locking you in. Your brain prefers a real loss later over an emotional loss now. Loss aversion doesn't just show up in investing. It affects every purchase, every bill, every financial choice you make. Let's look at the traps you face daily and why companies love your loss-averse brain. The fear of missing out, FOMO, when you see last 2 seats left, sale ends tonight, only 3 items in stock. You don't think, do I need this? You think, I can't miss this. Marketers know. Fear of losing a deal is stronger than excitement of a deal. You weren't planning to buy anything, but suddenly, the deal becomes a loss if you don't act. That's how loss aversion tricks you into spending money. The sunk cost trap. You buy a streaming subscription, and even if you stop watching, you keep paying. Why? Because your brain says, I don't want to waste what I already spent. But the money is gone either way. Continuing only increases the loss, yet the brain refuses to admit defeat. This is why people stay in bad investments, toxic relationships, dying businesses, useless courses, gym memberships. We never use. Loss aversion keeps us locked into losing situations. Why we sell winners too early. Here's another common mistake. You invest 100, investment grows to 130. You sell quickly because I want to secure my gains. But imagine a $100 investment drops to 70. That's okay. I'll wait until it comes back. So you take small wins fast, let losses grow too big. This is the opposite of what professional investors do. They ride their winners. they cut their losers. Loss aversion flips that upside down. The pain-reward equation behavioral finance research shows losing hurts twice as much as winning feels good. That emotional imbalance shapes decisions for life. You will choose safe jobs, avoid new opportunities, invest too late, sell too soon, save too little, fear every dip in the market, not because the numbers say so, but because the brain screams louder than logic. Loss aversion and salary negotiating, millions under-earn because of one thought. What if they say no? The fear of rejection is processed like a loss, so we avoid asking even if the reward would be huge. Imagine you hesitate to ask for $300 more per month, but over 10 years, that's $36,000 lost. Without even realizing, the pain of asking on sees nothing compared to a lifetime of lost income. Why the poor pay more when money is tight? Your brain becomes more loss-focused and less rational. You choose cheap products that break faster, payday loans with huge interest, not investing then losing to inflation, deals that drain the future, trying to avoid small losses today creates bigger losses tomorrow. That's the poverty cycle, not mindset, not lack of effort. Loss aversion becomes a trap. The illusion of control. We stick with strategies that feel safe, keeping cash instead of investing, buying gold because it sounds stable, only trusting what we already know, but the feeling of safety is often just comfort, not actual protection. In finance, comfort is expensive. We've exposed how loss aversion affects spending, saving, career choices, investing, risk-taking, everyday decisions. Now, how do you escape it? Here's the blueprint. Step 1. Flip the frame. Your brain sees losses as danger, so change the perspective. Instead of asking, "What if I lose?" ask, "What will I lose if I do nothing?" Examples: not investing, loss to inflation; not changing jobs, loss of growth; not learning skills, loss of future income; not taking risks, loss of opportunities. Doing nothing is often the biggest loss of all. Step 2. Pre-commit to rational rules. Professional investors don't rely on emotions. They create a sell rule, a buy rule, a time horizon, a risk limit, and they stick to the plan even when emotions rebel. Example: I will invest every month no matter what markets do. This removes emotion from decisions. Logic replaces fear. Step 3. Expect pain and move anyway. Great financial decisions will feel uncomfortable. Your brain will say, "Don't risk it. Stay safe. This could go wrong." That's when you know you're growing. If a decision feels too comfortable, it's probably not leading to something better. Growth and discomfort always travel together. Here's the difference between how the average person thinks about money and how wealthy thinkers operate. The average person fears losing money. The wealthy, they fear losing opportunities. The average person sees risk as a threat. The wealthy see risk as the path to growth. Most people think short-term, days, weeks, months. Wealthy thinkers think long-term, years, decades, generations. When the average person makes a profit, they sell too early to lock in a small win. The wealthy hold on and let their winners grow even bigger. When the average person loses money, they hold on and hope it recovers. The wealthy cut their losses fast and move forward. When markets fall or things get uncomfortable, the average person panics. The wealthy stay patient and let time do the work. Same world, same information, different mindset, and that mindset makes all the difference. The ultimate mind shift: instead of saying, "I don't want to lose," say, "I can't afford to stay the same." Losing money is painful, but losing potential is far worse. You don't need more intelligence. You need more courage to take the right risks, because the biggest wealth in life is on the other side of discomfort. Your brain was designed to protect you, but if you're not careful, it will protect you from becoming wealthy too. Master your mind. Master your money. This is Mind Over Money. Subscribe for more insights every week.